So as a public transit bus driver, it is my job to stop at bus stops and pick people up. However, sometimes people get passed up by the bus. In this particular video, you saw that a London transit bus passed up a bus stop full of waiting passengers. Is there ever a reason for a bus to pass up a bus stop full of people waiting for that bus?
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
The answer is yes. I'm going to talk about one of the reasons why these people could have potentially been passed up by the bus. So listen, I've been a passenger before and I know exactly what it feels like to be standing at the bus stop and the bus just rides right past you and you're looking like, did you not see me? So this was a London Transit Commission bus located in London, Ontario, Canada. And you can see in the picture here, the bus that passed them up was the Route 31. And it looks like it pulled over past the bus stop. And the Route 31 serves Alumni Hall / is it Aldersbrook at Brunswick? So let's see what people had to say about this situation in the comment section of this TikTok video. Now this is where it gets interesting. This person says, bus is full, shaking my head, or shmeh. Then the person responded to the person saying that the bus is full by saying, the bus is full, then pulls over? Nice one. So they're sarcastically stating that like, it makes no sense. If the bus was full, why would it pull over? So I guess they're under the impression that if a bus is full, it just keeps on driving. It's never gonna stop. Nobody needs to get off. Everybody on that bus is just gonna stay on the bus, right?
Yes.
Let's take a closer look at that bus to see if it was full.
I'm not sure I'm interested in that.
So here goes a picture right here. You can see the red circle, and if you look inside the bus, that bus looks full. Here's another picture of that exact bus. You can look a little bit closer. You can see on the inside of the bus that it looks full. It's starting to look like the person that left the comment that said the bus is full, shaking my head, is actually correct. But let's continue to see what we can see. Then look at this picture. Now this is really telling. You can see the doorway of the bus is full with people. That's indicating that even if this bus stops to let off a few people, it's still going to be over capacity.
He ain't lying.
And here you go, yet another picture showing that there are people in the doorway. So this bus is so full that people are standing in the doorway and they're actually not supposed to be standing in the doorway. In most cases, I don't know, maybe London Transit allows it, but I know a lot of transit systems here in the United States, they do not allow people to stand forward of the standee line. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
No, God, please, no, no!
So as you can see here, this is the interior of one of the buses that I drive here in Sacramento. These are all the seats, and just imagine on that bus, all of these seats were full with sitting passengers, and all the space in between the seats, including the aisle, everywhere, it was full of standing passengers as well. And there's the white standee line right there. People are not supposed to stand past that line. And here's the sign that states that passengers are not permitted to stand forward of the white line while bus is in motion. And it doesn't have to be a white line. Some systems it's yellow, it could be white, whatever color they choose. But as you can see, forward of that white line there were people standing, and that actually blocks the view of the driver on the right side, and it can potentially block that right side mirror. So it's really not safe for people to stand there, and if the bus driver has to make a hard stop, people are more than likely to be injured. So here goes a comment from Public Transporter. Bus still had room on it for 4 people. No, it didn't. People were jam-packed even in the front past the standee line. It did not have room to allow 4 more people on the bus. Where were they going to stand? Even if about 4 people got off the bus, it would still not be enough room, because at that point, then maybe everyone will be able to stand behind the standee line so that that front portion of the bus is not blocking the driver's view. So this comment says, when the bus is full, they don't stop. And someone responded and said it did stop like 2 seconds later. Watch it pull over. Driver was just not paying attention. No, you're not paying attention. The bus was full and people were standing beyond the standee line, which could be a white line, a yellow line, whatever color they choose. They might choose pink, they might choose green. The bus was packed. Clearly, the bus driver was paying attention because they went past the packed bus stop. Now, why did the bus pass the bus stop and pull over? Well, based off of my experience and what we do here, if the bus is full, we'll pull past the bus stop to let people off in hopes that a whole bunch of people will not try to jam and push themselves onto the bus. However, that does not always work, because even when we pull past the bus stop, people will still run to the bus and try and squeeze themselves onto the bus even though there's no space, and then they'll get upset because they're not able able to get onto the bus and it's like, hey, we don't have any more space. You will unfortunately have to wait for the next bus, and I understand the frustration. I really do. However, I can't let anybody else on the bus. So yeah, to answer the question of why the bus pulled over, that's generally what will happen. The bus is full, so it's not going to stop right at the bus stop sometimes. They are still in a general area of the bus stop, but they had to pull past the bus stop, hoping that people wouldn't rush to the bus and try and force themselves onto the bus, because people will do that. At the bottom it says, welcome to Ontario, where you can take public transit if the bus driver stops. Well, I can tell you, I don't know how public transit is in Ontario or London, Ontario, Canada, but in this specific situation, it does not appear that the bus driver was maliciously passing people up at bus stops. But let me know what you think in the comments. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and thank you for watching Bus Driver Life.